Hello, my friends. Welcome to Haein Yoga. In this session, we will be practicing yoga for arm strength. This is an all-level yoga class to strengthen and condition different parts of arms and shoulders. This sequence can be used for prevention of shoulder injury as well as recovery from mild shoulder-related injuries. A quality I would like to invite for our session today is integrity. The word integrity came from integer, which means whole or complete. This is important quality to prevent injury. Many injury happens when the body and mind is not in synchronicity. While this is your opportunity to strengthen your arms to be able to move with ease and confidence, this is also an opportunity for your mind and your body to unite. So when you feel your arms aching, take that as a cue to raise your awareness to meet the level of intensity of your body. All right? Let's go. Let's meet in all fours. Knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. Press your hands against the floor and bring your shoulder blades as far away as possible from each other. And from here, keeping this engaged in your arms and your shoulder blades, extend your legs and come to plank pose. Let's take a few breaths here, keeping the integrity between your arms and your shoulders and your shoulder blades. Shoulder blades away from each other, continuously pushing your hands against the floor. Tuck the tailbone in and align the head with your spine. Just 2 more breaths. Okay, keep pushing. Do not stop pushing. Lift up your hips and open your shoulder. Adjust your feet if you need to and come to downward facing dog. Just 1 breath here. Continuously pushing, lifting up the tailbone. And with next inhalation, go forward and back to plank. As you lean forward with your shoulder, keep your shoulder blades away from each other. And again, do not stop pushing against the floor. 1 more breath. And let's just repeat this few more times, moving between plank and downward facing dog. Exhale, hips up, open the shoulder. Ground your heels if you can. You're welcome to bend your knees. I would like you to really focus on opening your shoulder. So if you bend your knees, it will be easier for you. Okay, as you inhale, let's go forward to plank. Shoulder blades away from each other. Press the hands against the floor. Belly in, tuck the tailbone in, align the head. And once again, exhale, downward facing dog. And inhale, plank. Shoulder blades away, hands pushing against the floor. Okay, I'm going to count here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down on your knees. Well done. From table pose, I call this the shoulder blades push-up. So basically, it's very simple. Basically, you want to bring your shoulder blades close to each other as you drop your chest and hang onto your shoulder. As you exhale, press your hands against the floor and bring your shoulder blades as far away as possible from each other, just like we did before. Just make sure that this is really about shoulder blades, not much about the whole spine. So try to isolate this move just in your upper back. Shoulder blades away from each other as you exhale. And as you inhale, drop your chest, shoulder blades as close as possible to each other. Let's repeat this on your own, with your own time. And think of increasing mobility. Think of creating more and more spaciousness between your shoulder blades and range of motion. Just a few more time. And if you feel comfortable here, then lift up your knees off the floor and keep repeat a few more times. All right, just last 3. 1, 2, 3. And coming down on the floor, push up to downward facing dog, and just 1 breath here. All right. Come back to tabletop and just shake your arms while I explain what we're going to do the next. Think of this as a cat and cow, but with the weight on your arms and the shoulder. From tabletop, your knees will be just slightly behind your hips. And from here, first you want to see how far you can come down with your chest, where you know that you can come back up. So you want to know where is your limit. So if your limit is here, then that's okay. But it is really important that you know where is the point that you can come back up. So go ahead and try and find your limit. And then from there, you go down where you can go. And then from there, go forward to a bit like a cobra. And roll back up to table. So again, going down as much as you can, cobra, and back to table. Repeat this few more times. As you go down, arch your back. And then as you come up from cobra, round your back. Down arch to cobra, roll up to cat. Down arch, cobra, roll up to cat. Well done, one more time. Down, arch, cobra, and roll up to cat. Back to table pose. Now we're just going to reverse this. So go forward, cat, and arch, back up. Go forward, cat, and arch, come back up. Forward as a cat, arch, come back up. Just a few more times. And again, you don't need to go all the way down to the floor. You need to make sure that you can come back up. This is really important. If you go too far, then actually you can create, too much friction for your shoulder. So remember that sense of integrity. It's not just cornering the weight into the shoulder, into the joint, but using all the resources you have. Okay. Right. Come to plank pose. And let's lean to your right hand and to the right outer edge of your foot. Coming into side plank, your arm might be start to shake now. Let's shake together. So for your leg, you can keep your feet together. If this is a bit too challenging, then bring the top foot in front with the knee straight or with the knee bent. Okay? Wherever you are, lift up your hips, lift up the other arm, and I'm just going to count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch to the other side. Back to plank. Press the hands against each other, against the floor. Shoulder blades away from each other. To your left foot. Find your feet variation to support you. Bring the other arm up. Press the hips up. And I count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Come back to plank. And the last, I count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Sit down on your heel. This is the last push. Sit down on your heel. Bring your arms up. And squeeze your hand and spread your hands. Squeeze your hand and spread your hands and your fingers as much as you can. So we've worked a lot with our shoulders and our arms, shoulder blades. And this one is for our hands and the forearm. Probably you will feel it already. It's important that we work with small muscles as well, not just the big, obvious muscles. And again, for integrity of that part of the body and of the whole body. So let's squeeze and spread just a bit more. Whew. Okay, last count 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Whoa. Wow. All right. Come to standing position. Have your feet about hip-wide distance. Let's finish with a bit of stretching. Have your hands around your hips and let's gently fold forward. Keep the weight towards your toes. And from here, have your right hand kind of at your shoulder level on the floor in the middle. And then bend your right knee, turn the chest to your left side and reach your left arm up. Take one deep breath. Keep the weight towards your toes once again. You're welcome to stay on your fingertips. If that makes you feel that it brings more integrity for your whole body in this posture. Let's change to the other side. Bend your left knee. Chest open to your right side. Weight towards your toes. One more breath. Widen your collarbone and your shoulders. And chest down, bend your knees deeply. Interlock your fingers behind your hips. Roll your shoulders away. And drop your head. Keep your knees bent. Bring your arms away from your hips while you roll your upper arms inwardly towards your shoulder blades. And try to keep your traps, your trapezius muscles rolled up towards your hips, away from your head. So giving direction for those muscles. Take a couple of deep breaths here. You may feel a bit of discomfort in your muscles in your arms. Just one more breath. And slowly raise your head up, release your arms. Hold on to your elbows and drop your head. Thank you everyone for joining me on this video. A question I want to leave you with is, when do you feel whole? What makes you feel whole? This is such an important question because we want to focus and grow on what makes us whole rather than what doesn't make us whole. Remember, energy flows to where attention goes. Comment below. If you like this video, give a thumb up and subscribe to my channel for weekly yoga practice. I wish you a beautiful day and see you next week. Keep shine on.